Welcome, Glen Ray's Corn Maze, the newest member of the Chamber of Commerce.
Hello, Spanish Fork. I'm Wendy Osborne. I'm here with the Spanish Fork Salem Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here today with Kara Lewis and Rex Larson celebrating the grand opening for Glen Ray's Corn Maze here in Benjamin, Spanish Fork area.
The technical name is Leland. This is a community of Leland.
Leland, thank you for correcting me. Thank you very much. So we are so excited to have you here in our community. This has been just something that I know I have wanted for my family to have during the fall season, to have a corn maze and something to enjoy here in our community. And so this is very exciting to have you a part of our business community. Rex, would you tell us a little bit about the history of your farm, because it's very unique and special to your...
And it's something we discovered this year was that, of course, I knew that my great-great-grandfather and his wife had come here from Denmark. We didn't realize until this year that it's actually been 150 years that they came here and settled in the Spanish Fork area. And so that's kind of unique to us and neat for our family to think, okay, we're carrying on an important tradition. And so I'm the fifth generation, Kara's 6, and her boys are 7. Excuse me if I get emotional. So we've been farming in this area continually since then. 3 years ago, when Kara and her family moved back, they said, "What can we do to help you on the farm?" Well, jokingly, I said, "Well, help me make more money." And this is what they came up with. So she created a Google Doc. Everybody gave input, and corn maze rose to the top. We'd never done one. We of course, grown corn for years, but never cut paths through it and let people wander through it. And I'd never grown pumpkins. And so, how do you start? And so it was mostly an internet search, and I just Googled, how do you cut a corn maze, and came up with a YouTube video of how to do it using a riding lawnmower and a GPS screen that we programmed a maze into, and away we went. And it turned out, and so this is our second year doing it, and it's been a great experience for our family. I told them when we started, if we can accomplish 2 things: 1, bring our family closer together; 2, teach people about agriculture, that we're still here and not going anywhere.
Oh, that is so amazing. Well, on that note, Kara, will you explain to us a little bit about, you have an educational tent here, which is very unique to this corn maze. Can you tell our audience about this educational tent?
Yeah, I would love to. So when we decided to do the corn maze, I really wanted it to be more than just entertainment. I knew that with all the people that have moved to the area lately, and with a lot of the farms that are kind of being turned into developments, that a lot of people are now not connected to the farming and don't really know, what goes into getting their food on their table. I did a lot of research to this and found that most people are now 3 to 4 generations removed from a farm. So where older generations maybe had grandparents that had a farm, younger kids don't even know where their food is coming from now. And so I really wanted to create something that would allow me to bring in a lot of school groups on field trips and to educate as many people as possible. So I actually applied for a grant and received a grant through the Women Business Network that is allowing me to put up this fun educational tent. We have displays. Children can come in, milk a cow, learn exactly how food gets from the farm into their lunchbox is kind of what I teach them.
Oh, that is amazing.
So yeah, it's open to families as well, not just to my field trips. So families can come, they can enjoy, learn different facts about production of beef, which is one of the things we raise on our farm, and it's been a really great thing for them. So.
That is truly tremendous. That's amazing to have that and educational piece. And you're right. I think we don't think these days about how we get food on our tables. So, so another question I have for you. Last year's corn maze was a pumpkin, but this year is something different. Can you tell us a little bit about that? What the design is and the significance behind it?
Okay, sure. As we thought about a design this year, kind of to back up. When we were trying to decide what we should name the corn maze, Kara came up with the idea that we should call it Glen Ray's Corn Maze. My father was Glen Ray Larson, And one of the things that he did was on the end rows of all of our field corn, he would plant sweet corn. And when it got ripe, he took his then new 1977 Ford F-350, baby blue in color, which we still have here, and he'd fill the back end with corn. And he would go around the community and leave corn on people's front porch and try not to get caught. Eventually he did get caught, and they nicknamed him the Corn Fairy. So the Corn Fairy kind of became our mascot, and so this year we thought in honor of that we would cut the maize in the shape of a corn fairy. So we had one of Kara's relatives, her husband's relatives, that's really good artist, help us design that, and then we sent it into a company that I use for my GPS work with my farm with tractors and things, and they put it on a disc that we could or a zip drive that we could put into our GPS screen that we mount on a zero-turn lawnmower, and away we go.
There you go. That is truly amazing. Would you also maybe, Kara, share with our community here, besides the corn maze and the educational tent, what else is here that they can enjoy?
We have several different activities. We're really excited about some of the new things we were able to add this year. We have 2 giant slides. That seems to be probably the most popular attraction. We also have a giant corn pit. You wouldn't think that it'd be so fun to come and frolic in a bunch of corn, but it's actually quite fun. You know, our families love that. Kids play in that for a long time. And then we have a Kiddie Corral, we call it. So back in the Kiddie Corral, we've designed a little buckaroo rodeo. We have some like chutes you can come out, and we have bouncy bowls and stick horses for the kids to kind of be their own rodeo star back there. We even had a little boy come last year a few times, and his parents said, well, he wants to be a bull rider, so he wants to come practice. So they come. We have the Kiddie Corral with lots of other games as well, a mini bell maze, and we also have a giant bell maze that are fun to go through. We have a small animal farm, so we have lots of animals back there that you can see. And
then you have a haunted maze too, is that
yes,
correct?
so on weekends we have a Field of Fright, is what we call it.
Ooh.
So Field of Fright opens Fridays and Saturdays at dark, and also will be open Thursday, Friday, Saturday of fall break. Okay. And that's for those who are adventurous and want to get a little bit of a fright. It's a lot of fun. We have lots of different scenes in there, and the actors that make it a very fun experience.
That is so wonderful. And then again, also, I wanted to ask if you could maybe share with our audience your address. How do they find you? Maybe share, do you have a webpage, social media, how they can learn more about the corn maze and how they can get here to have fun?
All right. So we are very easy to find. We are right off exit 253 of I-15. Lots of people know it as the Benjamin exit. Just east of that on your way in towards town. And so our address is 1750 West, 8000 South, Spanish Fork. And then we're open Monday through Saturday. Monday through Thursday we're open 4 to 9. Friday, 12 to 11, okay. Sorry. No, that's okay. And Saturday we are open mostly all day from 10 to 11 o'clock at night. And we do have our social media, Facebook and Instagram. We are at Glen Ray's Corn Maze on both of those. And our website is glenrayscornmaze.com.
So wonderful. Well, I'm excited. I think this is going to be a great activity for families. Do you have anything also maybe for businesses or groups that want to do activities that way?
Yes, so we love having groups come. We have a discount for groups of any type, so youth groups, business groups. We have several large groups coming already. And we set up a large fire pit area for those groups. They can bring in some snacks, food for their group, get a discount, let them go and enjoy all the activities that we have to offer. I should also mention we have our giant pumpkin patch with all sorts of varieties of pumpkins. So that's another great attraction.
So, and just real quickly, I didn't touch much about the pumpkins, but you mentioned a lot earlier about the different types of pumpkins. You have a variety of. It's not your ordinary everyday pumpkin patch. This is something special.
Well, yeah, we have about 10 different varieties that we planted. We've got, of course, the orange ones, but we've got big orange ones. We've got little orange ones. We've got yellow. We've got green. We've got blue. We've got pink. We've got gray. We've got some with warts. Some that look like Cinderella's coach. And so we've tried white ones. We've tried to give enough choice that people can stay in there and Their hardest part is picking the right one. And so we have some that we've already picked along with decorations that are available, corn stalks and straw bales, and they can just come in and pick those from those that we've already picked and put on display, or they can spend time out in the patch, which is a lot of fun for a lot of people. It's been interesting. I've had many people say, "These actually grow here?" And I said, "Well, yeah, this is a pumpkin patch, and we'll give you some pruners to cut it off the stem." And they said, "You mean it's not just somebody throwing pumpkins out in a field and selling them?" I said, "No, this is a real field." And so that's really fun for many families to actually, there's one, let's take that one, and cut it off, and they know it's fresh, and they'll last a long time.
I did not know that there was so many colors of pumpkins, so that's amazing. So again, just wanted to say congratulations, welcome. We're so very excited to have you here. We're so excited for our community to come out and enjoy this facility. It's beautiful. There's history. It's unique. It's different. And it's a wonderful way to enjoy your evenings or weekends with your family, or even build team leadership with your team members. Right. So that's wonderful. So again, thank you, welcome. We love you already. Wanted to thank Costco for bringing the delicious cake that they have decorated with a lovely pumpkin for you guys today. Want to thank Channel 17 for being here again and documenting this and sharing this moment with us. On behalf of the Spanish Fork Salem Chamber of Commerce, remember, shop local.
If you build it, they'll come.